Hey everyone, today for you guys I have a Colourpop haul. It's not anything too big, but I did get kind of a mix of stuff and I thought that I would show you guys because I've never talked about Colourpop on my channel and I have never reviewed anything from Colourpop on here. And I know that it's, you know, all over YouTube and a lot of you may have seen this stuff, or I'm sure every one of you has at least heard of the brand. I purchased these with my own money. Nothing was sent to me, like I said, completely on my own. All the stuff that I got, well, no, I shouldn't say that. I guess I lied. Not all the stuff. Majority of the stuff is new and I got some things from their fall collection. So let's just get right on into it. Not going in any particular order, I'm just going to kind of group this by product. The first thing I got here is a Super Shock Cheek Highlighter. This is in the shade Lunch Money. Now when these first released, I was really interested in this shade. I don't know why I haven't picked up anything from them sooner. I've kind of like looked in the website and I've dabbled around. It's kind of one of those places where I put things in my cart and then for some reason I've just decided like, meh, I don't know, I'll wait. And then over, you know, last week I just decided I'm actually going to try some stuff. And so I've had my eyes on this for a really long time. It's a really gorgeous, like true light ivory champagne kind of color. I wanted this because a lot of my powder highlighters are kind of dark. They're more so for when I'm like really bronzy, and I don't feel like I have a lot of good stuff for when I'm more fair. And getting into fall and winter, I usually don't keep up myself tan as much. So I decided to pick this guy up. I do have it on today. I don't know how much it's going to show up. I'm still kind of working on how to apply these because, as I'm sure you guys know, these have a very interesting texture. They are kind of almost like wet feeling to the touch, but then they go like directly into a powder. They are the oddest thing in the entire world, and truly, until I know everybody says this too, but until you truly feel one, there's no way to describe that texture because it's so creamy and it's so wet feeling, but then when you pick up the product, it's dry. It's very odd. I know some people have compared it to like the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blushes. I don't even think that they feel like that. Those blushes feel a lot stiffer. These, like I said, have such a creamy, wet kind of a texture. So let me just swatch this on the back of my hand. This is gorgeous. This is so pretty. This is just a true, like I said, ivory satiny color. There's no like real detectable shimmer or glitter in this. It just has such a nice sheen to it, and I'm kind of having a hard time getting that to translate on my cheekbone, so I need to play with it with a couple of different brushes and really see, you know, which method I like best. But I mean, just swatched, it is gorgeous. Let's move on to their eyeshadows now. I picked up 3 shadows and all of these are from their current fall collection. It's kind of back to the 90s grunge collection, which I know has been trending really hard this year. And so I think it's cool that they did that. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of it too as we get deeper into the fall and kind of the winter season. But I personally have always been, since day one, super on board with this trend because I love 90s inspired anything and everything. I'm a true 90s kid. I was born in the 90s, and there's something about it that I really like. I like the dark, grungy kind of colors. I really like the brown lips. Everything about it I'm just so there with. So when they released this collection, I seriously wanted to buy almost everything from it because I loved everything. But I just kept it to some of the shadows because I have so many other lip products, and I did purchase some different lip products from them, which I'll show you guys. And these were the 3 eyeshadows which did the colors interested me the most. The first one I have here, and these are called the Super Shock Shadows. This one is called Stereo, and this is a metallic finish. It is what I would describe as something kind of similar to MAC's Beauty Marked eyeshadow, but a much more kind of brown burgundy base instead of the black, and you get a lot more of that beautiful burgundy shimmer running through it. So this is what it looks like on the finger. Super pretty. Oh my gosh, this shadow is just gorgeous. When you apply it, it's kind of weird because it kind of depends on where you're looking in the light is kind of how it translates. So it is a kind of a deeper, darker shadow. I don't know exactly how I'm going to rock this one yet, but it's got kind of a nice kind of deep brown base to it, but then when you kind of turn it towards the light, it has this burgundy reflect. It's really pretty. The next one that I have here, and this is the one that I'm actually wearing on my eyelid today, this is called Boy Band, and this is a pearlized finish. This shadow is so freaking amazing and so pretty. I am so obsessed with this. It's the perfect rusty coppery shade, which is a little bit of like a garnet kind of tone thrown in. Oh my god, it's just wonderful. Oh, I love this. It screams fall to me. It's just the perfect metallic-y, warm, gorgeous kind of color. So like I said, I am wearing that today all over my eyelid. As far as staying power on these go, I've had this on now for 8 hours. It is pretty nice. Like I really do like it. I haven't gotten any creasing or anything. I think the vibrancy is kind of toned down a little bit, but if I go back in here and apply a little bit more, I'm sure that we won't have a problem with that. And then what I did, so I just applied a little bit, and then right in the center of my lid earlier today, I just popped on just a tiny little bit of this Lunch Money shade just to kind of do more of like a halo effect. There we go. Really pretty. I'm obsessed with that. And then finally, the last shade I got here, this is called Plaid. Again, I love this color. I would definitely say my two favorites are the Boy Band and then this shade. This is a super intense, dark army green kind of color. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. I could see this being worn over like black eyeliner to give it a little bit of color, but still, you know, retain that darkness. I am just really obsessed with this. Oh, I can't wait to wear this. I think this is going to be a great like outer V kind of shade, a good lower lash line shade, a liner shade like I said. The only shade that I'm a little bit disappointed by is the Stereo shade. Swatches online looked a little bit prettier. I'm just not too sure exactly what I want to do with it because I'm not really into glittery eyeshadows, and this is a very glittery shadow. What I like about these though is while this does have a lot of that kind of burgundy reflect to it, you don't get the fallout with these like you do a typical powder eyeshadow because again these have that kind of creamy consistency. I do find these though easier to apply than the highlighter just because I don't have a whole lot of like dense synthetic face brushes, and I have a lot of dense synthetic, you know, eye brushes. So for me to apply this Boy Band shade all over my lid was really simple, and it really laid down nicely. Moving on, the last thing I have here is 3 of their liquid lipsticks, which looking at this, it kind of looks like I was a crazy person that bought like 3 of like the same shade, but they are different and they're all just very nice and fall appropriate, which is what I was going for. So these are the Ultra Matte Lippies, and let me just get into some swatches. The first color I have here, this is called Tool. This is the one that when these colors first launched, this is the one that I was most interested in. These have a super liquidy consistency. Like these are a true liquid lipstick. There's nothing about them that are moussey or whipped. They're like straight up watery and runny. Oh, but this shade is gorgeous. This is a brownie mauve kind of tone. Nice and deep and rich. Definitely not like a My Lips But Better mauve, a much more intense kind of color. I see myself getting a lot of use out of this because it's not as dark as one of the shades I'm going to show you, but it's also not too red and it's not too loud. It's kind of a good deep shade while retaining some sort of a neutralness where I feel like you could pull it off day to day. Next color I have here, this is called Avenue. This is just a really nice basic true red color. I liked this because it seems to have a little bit of kind of like a blue tone to it, and it's just very, I don't know, very classic. So when I was looking at the colors, I just kind of wanted something that I felt like I'd get a lot of use out of, and for me this is definitely one of those shades. And then very finally, I bought kind of like the deepest reddish kind of color that they had, and this one is called LAX. I am such a fan of deep dark lip colors in the fall, which is kind of ironic because today I just have I had a lip color on earlier, but I just ate lunch, so there's kind of just some residue left. But I really do like shades like this, and this is a very intense, rich, I would describe it more as like a berry red. So there it is on the end there. Where Avenue is a true classic, just kind of neutral red color, LAX has a much deeper berry kind of fuchsia tone to it. And so depending on how you apply it, you could probably apply it a little bit more thin and get more of the berry stained kind of look. Or if you apply it a little bit more thick, you get that much deeper kind of oxblood red kind of color. Really interesting. I really like this shade. As far as how these performed, I actually swatched all of these on my lips yesterday, and I didn't take like video or pictures of it, of course, but I just kind of, as soon as I got them out of the package, just kind of rubbed them on, and I really like Tulle. I would say Tulle is probably my favorite. Again, I just think it's such a unique shade, and it really applies very well. From what I've heard, these all kind of differ as far as their moisture content and their wearability, kind of differ shade to shade, so it's not a very like, I want to say, a consistent range. But the other two shades, Avenue and LAX, they applied really nice too. So I did notice that they do kind of settle into lines a little bit. They kind of make your lips look a little bit, I don't know, liney, a little bit crepey, a little bit more old, just because they are so insanely matte. Like if you guys can see here, once they dry down, there is no shine, no anything reflecting off of these bad boys. So that is kind of a different texture for me to get used to. I honestly don't have a lot of liquid lipsticks. Back when I started collecting, liquid lipsticks were like not the thing at all. People hated these, and now it's kind of funny because they're trending and everybody wants to have liquid lipsticks. But for a while there, it was all about the glossy lip. Nobody really wanted the really intense matte lip, so I don't really have a lot of these kind of products. So I think it might just take some getting used to. I do like that they are completely like smudge proof and kiss proof. I like that I can do that and not remove any of the product. That's really nice. But I honestly have to try these over exfoliated and moisturized lips, because yesterday when I tried these, my lips were dry and they were all cracked and chapped. So that might have not been the best way to judge these. So I'm excited to actually try them out and see how I like them. But anyway, that is it. Like I told you guys, it's not like a too large of a haul or anything, but I feel like I got a good mix of stuff. As far as my thoughts go, I would definitely buy more of their eyeshadows. I am like so obsessed with these, especially considering they're only $5. I might actually pick up a couple more shades from their fall collection because I really enjoyed the fall collection. The liquid lipsticks, I'll have to try out, actually kind of wear them for a full day, more, you know, more long than just 2 minutes, to see how I like those. And then I'm really excited to work with the highlighter and see how that works for me. And if it works well, I might actually consider picking up some of their blushes. I also want to try their lippy sticks, just their regular, you know, lipsticks. They have a variety of finishes and I would like to see how those work. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this and you found this helpful. Let me know if you've tried things from Colourpop, maybe what your favorite shades are or what your favorite products are. You know, if you really like the blushes, if there's a certain finish in the lipsticks that you really like, let me know so that when I place my second order, I can pick up some of your recommendations. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.